Hello, I'm Jessica from the Writing Center, and I'm here to help you sign up for classes on Navigator. We just need to log on to Navigator. Now, if you haven't logged on before, you can just use your Salem State ID number and the password you use for your student email and other student accounts. And I'm just going to log in here. So this video is assuming that you've already seen your advisor in order to get your registration code. So if you haven't done that already, make sure you talk to them as soon as possible so that you can discuss what classes you need to take and get the code so that you can sign up for your classes. If you've already seen your advisor, then you're all set to continue to your registration shopping cart. We just need it to load. So the registration shopping cart is going to be right here in this left side menu, right here. At this point, it's going to ask you which semester you want to sign up for. This may vary depending on when you're doing it. I'm going to click Spring 2015. Alright, so let's add some classes. My schedule already has a few classes in it, but let's add some things to my cart here. Your advisor should have given you some class names such as ENL 200 or MAT 101. And you can look these up by either clicking on search and clicking select subject, where you can just click whichever acronym fits with the class on your list. I will click ENL. But if you already know the three-letter acronym, like if it's already on your sheet, you can just type it in and it will automatically come up in the corner here. And the next thing you have to do is type in your course number, which is the number that's right next to that three-letter acronym. So, for the sake of this video, I'm going to do, 300. None of this stuff really needs to be changed unless you're a graduate student or a night student. And then if you leave this, it will just show only open classes. So, let's click search. Alright, so a good thing to note here is that you can look at your class schedule and your shopping cart right up the top so that you can pick a class without it clashing with the other times. And if you just look through here, usually there are more listed, but this is where all of your search results will come up, and from here you can decide which time works for you so you can add it to your schedule. So let's click select. Here, some classes will ask you to pick a section for the course. Most will not, but if it does, you just need to pick whichever one is what you need. And then you can click next. And it will just show all of the class information, the prerequisites. And if you think all of this is set for you, you can just click next. And it will be added to your cart right here. Okay, so now that your classes are in your cart, you can either pick more classes or you can just go right on to step 2 of 3. And this would be the step where you're going to need that registration code we mentioned at the beginning that you get from your advisor. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed. Now usually at this step, a pop-up window will appear and ask you type in your registration code. You can do this early, but you cannot register early. I've tried. But if you type in your code early before your registration day, then it saves you a lot of time. So I highly recommend that. So after you've typed in that code and clicked done, it will bring you right up to this window where you just have to confirm that these are the classes you're trying to add. And then you can either cancel or finish enrolling. Okay, so notice how one of my classes has the big red X next to it and the other one has the green check mark. This is because one of them requires department consent, and it shows you here what you have to do to get into the class. Usually you have to go and talk to a department head, but it will tell you all of that information right in this little box. And then if there are any other messages, they will pop up right here as well, even if you got into the class. But otherwise, you are good to go. This class is in. You can change anything you need to in order to get into the other one. And you can either view your class schedule or just add another class. Right here, I'm going to click my class schedule. You can see everything is in here. And you are all set. You can now view your schedule, make any necessary changes, and I hope this was helpful. Bye.